Welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive into staying safe when you're shopping online. We've looked at a bunch of sources analyzing these quite clever online shopping scams. You know, the types selling fake luxury stuff sites like Zalandodeal.com were mentioned.
hmm
Our mission is pretty straightforward. Give you a shortcut, basically, to spotting the universal red flags from these reports so you're better prepared.
Exactly. And what's clear from the sources is you can build a kind of checklist. Scammers are good at the surface stuff, the slick website, the nice photos,
Right.
but they usually fail on the fundamentals.
Right.
We need to look past that glossy homepage, look for the technical and legal giveaways.
Okay, so let's start there with that initial impression. They pull you in with a clean layout, big discounts. It looks tempting.
Yep, price is the hook, but often the first real warning sign is behavior like those really aggressive pop-ups.
Mm.
Demanding your email right now, trying to rush you.
Uh-huh. Creating urgency.
And that ties into the next big step, checking externally. Real brands, even new ones, don't exist in a total vacuum.
So you mean searching for them elsewhere?
Precisely. Google the brand name, look on Instagram, YouTube. If you find basically nothing, no real presence, no professional content outside their own site, that's a huge, immediate red flag.
But hang on, what if it's a genuine small startup? They might not have a massive Instagram following either. How do you tell that apart from a scam?
That's a fair point. The sources suggest looking at the quality of what little presence there is. A real startup usually has original content, even if it's not loads.
Okay.
Scams, though, they often just steal images. And you can spot that if you look closely. You need to actually zoom in on product photos.
What are you looking for when you zoom in?
Things like missing brand tags where they should be,
Hmm.
maybe weird watermarks left over from where they nicked the photo, or really vague options for size and color. If they stole the picture, they can't confirm details. Means they probably don't have the product at all.
Got it. So visual checks, external checks, where do these scam sites start falling apart on the more technical or legal side?
Identity. That's a big one. Any legit online store, big or small, needs some legal basis. You should always check the website footer.
For what specifically?
Essential stuff. A verifiable company name, proper terms of service, a privacy policy. Scam sites often have this completely missing, or is just placeholder text. The legal backbone just isn't there.
And then the checkout, that moment where you actually pay, what are the danger signs there?
Yeah, the checkout trap. Pacing is often a giveaway. If the process feels really rushed, pushing you to pay super fast.
Like before you can think twice.
Exactly. Or if it suddenly redirects you away from the main site URL to some weird unknown payment page, especially one that isn't secure, that's designed to grab your money before you scrutinize it too closely.
Okay, sketchy redirects, rush tactics, and you mentioned pricing earlier, something about it being weirdly consistent.
Yes, that was fascinating. It's not just cheap, it's too consistent. Like almost everything is $29.99 or $59.99 or some other fixed odd price.
Why is that a sign of a scam?
Well, it suggests fake listings. They haven't set up a proper system that calculates real costs. Stock shipping margins. They've just slapped on simple placeholder prices to make everything look like a bargain. That extreme rigid cheapness is actually a big deal.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, what about proof? We all look at reviews, but fake testimonials are everywhere. How do we spot those?
You need to be critical. If all the reviews are just 5 stars and say amazing or great product with no detail, be suspicious. Look for real signs of purchase,
Like what?
like actual user photos, maybe unboxing videos if they link out, or just detailed descriptions that sound like someone genuinely used the product. Anything that provides concrete proof beyond generic praise. No proof, probably fake.
Makes sense. And shifting to the absolute technical basics, what are the non-negotiables you need to check before even thinking about buying?
Foundation first. Security is paramount. If you don't see that little padlock icon in your browser's address bar if it says not secure, just leave. Immediately. Don't even browse.
But that's rule number one. Anything else technical?
Yeah, try visiting the site on your phone. A lot of these scam sites are poorly built. They might look okay on a desktop that act really glitchy or broken on mobile. It's a quick way to potentially expose shoddy programming.
That's a good tip, using different devices. So to sort of tie all this diligence together, what's a final check we can do?
You can use a domain lookup tool like Hose. Scam sites are often brand new, registered just days or weeks ago with no history. If the site is super new and has no external reviews or presence, the risk is just way too high.
Okay. So wrapping this up, the core message seems to be skeptical, demand proof, question anything that seems too good to be true,
Absolutely.
and insist on seeing that proof of identity, proof they exist outside their own website, and those basic security checks, especially for brands you've never heard of.
Right. And that leads to a final thought for you to consider after this deep dive.
Mm.
The sources highlight that delivery promises from unknown sites without clear warehouse info or courier details are really unlikely to be legit, unless it's a huge known brand, maybe. So think about this. What complex, expensive logistical hurdles, international shipping, warehousing, returns, are these scam operations completely bypassing by simply setting up a fake checkout page to take your money? How much does that avoidance save them, allowing those impossible prices in the first place?